Hello, everyone. I should be live now. I'm going to give it a second to let everybody start popping on in. I was hoping that we could talk about some Dragon Ball Z stuff, some Dragon Ball stuff, considering that now I've reached over 9,000 subscribers. Absolutely amazing. David Ortiz, good to see you, man. Glad that you're first. Luke Skywalker, 21 on PewDiePie subscriber. How's it going, everybody? I'm glad everybody's tuning in now. Yeah, I thought we could do a fun over 9,000 themed kind of live stream now that I've hit 3,000 subscribers. Carrie, how's it going? Chase, Jenna Lane, is that Holden Hardman? Yep. How's it going, everyone? Yeah, I thought that we could do a nice Dragon Ball Z themed live stream. I know I have a lot of Dragon Ball Z fans that have recently subscribed. Peter, how's it going? I keep telling you that you'll grow like crazy. Yep. Shadow, how's it going, everybody? Yeah, so I got a couple of questions on my community post a little bit ago. Feel free to ask any questions or any topics that you want to talk about. That would be great as well. It's the first time I've done like a themed live stream, so we'll sort of see how it goes. Matt, sure, I won't show up on this one. Bradley Boy, how's it going, man? Yeah, I've been growing really, really fast, which has been amazing for me. I know that according to my analytics, I am starting to sort of taper off. I'm still growing, but that exponential rate where it was like 1,000 every like 2 days, that's pretty much done with. So still growing, but it is slowing down. Sick flamethrower, thanks. My subscriber level is rising. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't stop. I would love to keep growing, and I would love to do this full time, to tell you the truth. Cell or Zamasu? I'll probably Cell, just because I'm so used to Cell. His arc and saga was so much more rich than the Goku Black arc, which was like, I don't know, 100, what was it, like 90 minutes or something total if you just compressed all those episodes, whereas Cell had like arcs and growth and stuff. So probably Cell, I would say. Zamasu is still a good villain, though. Don't get me wrong. Dude, only 3 friggin' days. Yeah. Zamasu or Boo. To be honest with you, still probably Boo. I'm just the story arc is just so much greater than Zamasu. You know, Zamasu is a great villain and everything, but it's hard to be like, oh, he's great. He's so much better than Boo, because Boo had ups and downs. You know, Goku Black or Baby? Goku Black. Yeah, I liked Baby. I feel bad for anybody who doesn't know Dragon Ball Z. This is going to sound really weird. I liked Baby. I liked the idea of like the Tuffle planets and stuff. You know, the coming back, wanting revenge on the Saiyans. All that stuff made a lot of sense to me, and I was like, that's a perfect way to introduce like a good villain and to tie back to the beginning of Dragon Ball. So I loved that. But still, I think I like Goku Black. Well, I guess you could argue that's still Zamasu. So sorry, I'm going to try and fix my cam a little bit here. Yeah, you can see I got my Goku versus Superman shirt. I got this at CommandCon. Sorry, let's see. Okay, Goku Black, Jiren or Thanos? Ooh, as far as like fighting, like versus, that's a tough one. Geez, I don't know. Probably. Well, if Thanos has the Infinity Stones, there's not much really anybody could do, I guess. But if it's just like Jiren and Thanos doesn't have all the Infinity Stones, probably Jiren, to be honest. What the hell is happening? Yeah, sorry if you don't know. This is all going to sound like a foreign language if you don't know Dragon Ball Z. Sorry, guys. I just had a big dinner with Bree and her family for her kind of like a late birthday celebration, so I'm like stuffed on sushi. It's just mirrored as Future Trunks look way better in Z than he does in Super. David, man, 100% agree. Trunks is a fan favorite. He was one of my favorites ever since he first showed up and destroyed Mecha Frieza. He just looks so much different. I don't know if it's necessarily a bad thing per se, but there was just like a lot of badassery that he had in Z that I don't know. He still has it in Super too, I would say. You're right. There's a difference though, for sure. Rate Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball, 1 to 10, probably please don't unsubscribe for this. Probably a 6 out of 10 Dragon Ball. Yeah, it's such a different anime. It's such a different feeling. It's like comedic. It's like sort of for kids, but then there's like, they have like naked women, you know? So it's a weird one. Dragon Ball Z, 10 out of 10. Yeah. Rank the universe 7 warriors from strongest to weakest. Guys, I don't know if I have the time. How many are there? There's like 25. Hello, Ash Bass. How's it going? Who do you think would win, Goku Black or Jiren? Jiren. Yeah. Even during that arc, they hadn't even introduced Jiren until like well later on after Goku Black stuff. So probably Jiren. I think we underestimate just how powerful he is. I think it was implied that he was stronger than Beerus and the other gods of destruction. Imagine Spider-Man going Super Saiyan. Imagine Spider-Man going Super Saiyan, tearing his suit up a little bit. Yeah, it'd be cool if Peter Parker was a Saiyan. Chicken or beef, Matt? Chicken. Sorry, I meant Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z, probably 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Yeah. And just like anything else, I mean, Dragon Ball Z is 296 episodes. Some saga, all these sagas, and they range of how good they are. So overall, I would say 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. I did a Dragon Ball Z sagas tier list like a month or two ago, video on my channel. If you want to check that out, I go into in depth of each individual saga and where I sort of place it. No, the only 10 from top. Yeah, Dragon Ball 6 out of 10. Sorry, Dragon Ball is good, man, but it's, you got to admit it's different. I mean, even Toriyama wanted Dragon Ball to be like a comedy, and then eventually, the fighting just took over, and then we were gifted with Dragon Ball Z. Gogeta or Vegito? Ooh, that's a tough one. Well, Gogeta like never talks really, right? So he's sort of like, he has that sort of cool factor that like Boba Fett has, he doesn't really talk. He's sort of mysteriously just incredibly powerful. Whereas Vegito is like, well, more, he's just a lot more cocky, a lot more verbally arrogant. So I guess it just depends on my mood. The one that I'm most intimidated by is probably Gogeta because of that silent factor. What do you think about the Broly movie animation? Oh yeah, way better than Super. I think so too. The Broly movie animation was the best. I would love to see more movies. I would love to see even the upcoming Dragon Ball Super series, the new series, have more animation like that. I would love that. Any plans to ride the mechanical bull in Pensacola? Heck no, absolutely not. Wild Gregs, are you kidding me, dude? No. Yeah, no. Do you like Naruto? Yeah, I do. I don't know Naruto nearly as much as I know Dragon Ball Z, or really any other anime for that matter. I just know bits and pieces. I know it was inspired a lot by Dragon Ball Z. I think even his outfit is like based off of Goku's. Face me then, Holden. You've rambled on long enough. Dodoria or Big Chungus? Dodoria. Big Chungus, like the meme, like that. To me, I like Dragon Ball. It has its comedy moments, and the fights were great with hand-to-hand combat and characters where there. Yeah. Another thing about Dragon Ball I will give to its credit is that it was a lot more about like the actual martial art and like actually like outsmarting your opponent. I think Dragon Ball Super tried to incorporate more of that, but Dragon Ball Z was just like, are you more powerful than the other person? Are you stronger than the other person? So, you still watching JoJo's? Yeah, my friend Nate's been trying to get me to watch it. So the only time I watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is when he's come over and we like binge the first season. And then he made me skip season 2 and we watched 3. So I'm sort of all over the place. Ugh. Jacob, do you like My Hero Academia? I haven't watched it, man. I have not sat down and watched it yet. I've heard great things. I know Chris Sabat does the voice of one of the main guys. I just haven't watched it yet. But from what I can tell, I would enjoy it. You are hilarious. Do you like Cowboy Bebop? Yeah, I do like Cowboy Bebop. Absolutely. That's a classic anime. Would you rather get punched by Krillin or Yamcha? Probably Yamcha at this point. I think Yamcha is the weaker of the two, but let's face it, they're both strong enough where a base level human isn't going to. It's not going to make much of a difference, really. I would just have you seen The Boys on Amazon where A-Train runs through that chick and just blows up? That's probably what it would be, whether that's Krillin or Yamcha. I guess I need to learn more about Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball. It is its own language. Yeah, it's a hugely like. Imagine if you've never seen Star Wars before, and then you got onto like a live stream of people talking about specific things in Star Wars, like Jabba the Hutt, or hearing terms like Jedi or Sith for the first time. It's its own mythology. The same thing with Dragon Ball Z. We're talking about very like specific things as fans of the show. Do you think Cowboy Bebop is better than Z? No. I think you underestimate. I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan, man. But it's still good. One Punch Man. I have seen One Punch Man. Loved it. As a matter of fact, I did a fan dub of the first 2 episodes of One Punch Man. I wasn't ever able to upload them on YouTube, which is really sad because I worked a long time on them. But they always got copyright claimed, and I think I actually ended up getting a strike for one early in the days of my channel. So after that, I was like, okay, I'm not going to fiddle with any more fan dubbing anything. Skip season 2, missing out. Yeah, I mean, it was on his recommendation. You can blame him for me skipping season 2 JoJo. John Wick, Gohan, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Piccolo, Vegeta, and Goku. These are the real Avengers. Yeah, could you imagine even just like, how can you put John Wick in there as if he's like anywhere near on the same level as like Goku? Yeah, I would love to see that. I guess he would be like they're like Black Widow, I guess, compared to like Thor. I'm just here for the wholesome. Well, yeah, glad you're here, man. Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. Yeah. What is that from? I forget what that's from. I called it. I knew you would hit 9K tonight. Yeah, it's always fluctuating, my subscriber count. So I said earlier in the stream that it has slowed down, and it has. So it was hard to tell if I was going to actually reach there by tonight. So I'm glad that I did. Hi there, Julio. I told my husband if the Saiyans show up, I'm going to run off and start my new life with Vegeta. He understands. Oh, sorry. I had a big dinner with Bree's family. We had a lot of sushi, so I'm like really full right now. So that's why I keep having these awkward burps in between. Sorry, guys. So you like Vegeta, I'm guessing here. If a low-class Saiyan can destroy a planet and Yamcha and Krillin are way stronger, punch equals dead. Yes. Yeah, it's crazy to remember that Goku is considered a low-class Saiyan. What's up, dog? What's up, Anthony? Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed is awesome. Are you into power scaling in Dragon Ball Z? How do you mean? Like, do I understand it, or I know in Super the power scaling is just kind of, it's all messed up right now. So Z was pretty consistent. It got a little wonky during the Buu arc, but overall not bad. I'm just a big fan of older anime like Yu Yu Hakusho. Love Yu Yu Hakusho. Yu Yu Hakusho, dude, it's like my second favorite anime of all time. I wish they've done more with it because the ending anime, it's for sure rushed. Yeah. Whenever I was watching it on Toonami when Yu Yu Hakusho was on, I never actually watched the very ending. I think I got up to the dude who he would like put little bullets or little pebbles in his hand and would flick them, and they would act as bullets, you know? I think I only ever got up to there on Toonami. So it wasn't until I bought the whole series myself and watched it through that I actually finished it. It gets pretty crazy too. What non-canon DBZ movie do you want to be canon? Ooh, that's a good question. Probably, what is it, Wrath of the Dragon with Tapion? I liked Tapion as a character, him and his brother. That would be cool to be a canon one. And I don't think it would really mess with anything, any other arc or anything. I think it would fit in perfectly. So probably that one, I guess I would say. Just off the top of my head, without thinking in depth about any of the others, probably that one. My top 4 DBZ sagas from worst to best: Buu arc, Saiyan arc, Frieza arc, Cell arc. Yeah, I think, did you comment that on another one of my videos? I've seen that before, or something close to it anyway. If I'd never watched any of the Dragon Ball shows, where do you recommend I start? I personally would recommend you start at Dragon Ball Z, the very beginning. That's just my preference. I know some people will say you want to start at Dragon Ball, watch all 5 seasons of that, and then start at Dragon Ball Z. But I would say, it's just my opinion again, you're safe to start at just Dragon Ball Z. There's going to be a couple things that you won't understand at first. It's like, well, because at the beginning of Dragon Ball Z, there's like a 5 gap period from the end of Dragon Ball. So, and then they sort of reintroduce some of the characters. You just won't have like a whole lot of Goku's backstory, but there's so much new stuff, even in the first like 2 episodes to wrap your head around. I don't think it would make that big of a difference. Nothing is permitted from Assassin's Creed, right? I'm sorry, I totally screwed that up. Fun fact: if Master Roshi could blow up the moon in OG series, yeah, Piccolo could too. Raditz was definitely Planet Blaster level. Kind of makes Frieza blowing up Planet Vegeta unimpressive. Yeah, well, remember, planets are different sizes too. I mean, blowing up Earth compared to blowing up, say, like Jupiter, they never show just how big the planets are. I think they implied that they're all like the same size, but this is a filler episode in Dragon Ball Z when Nappa and Vegeta are on their way to Earth and they stop at this planet and like free like these people in prison, and then they blow up the planet. Vegeta gets out of his space pod in space and destroys the planet from outside. At the beginning, this was before he even got to Earth for the first time. So they're all like of that level to destroy moons and stuff. So I try to think of that whenever I think of them destroying planets. I think that planet Vegeta was huge. I think it was like bigger than Jupiter, and then like Namek. I think Namek was pretty big too. And then you have like Earth, which is what I would consider like a small, medium-sized planet. So, and Jupiter can hold what, like 1,000 Earths, you know? So it just varies. That's how I rationalize that anyway. I don't know if that's technically canon or true. That's just the way I think about it. Congrats, my dude. Thank you, Taco Cat. How's it going? Sailor Moon, ever watched it? Of course. I watched Sailor Moon, yeah. More as a kid, though. Congrats, man. If you want to see some local Pensacola skate scene, check out my channel, Alan Austin. Yeah, will do, man. I went through a whole phase of Pensacola skateboarding content, so absolutely. Why you follow me on Instagram? Don't you want me to follow you on Instagram? You want me to not follow you? I liked Icarus, so probably Tree of Might. Yeah. Oh, I thought Icarus was actually in the show too. He was in season 4 of Dragon Ball Z because remember they brought Garlic Jr. back, right? And I think that Gohan was like hanging out with Icarus during that time. Yeah, they totally forgot about him. I think Cooler should be made canon. Is no pun intended, cooler than some of the other villains. Yeah, I wouldn't mind Cooler being canon, a canon character for sure. Who's your least favorite DBZ villain? Garlic Jr. Since we're on the topic of that, probably Garlic Jr. The Spice Boys, remember that era? Yeah, probably all that. Will you play Dragon Ball Z Kakarot? I pre-ordered it just the other day, man. So I will be playing Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, or Dragon Ball Kakarot. Congrats on 9,000 subs. Thank you so much. May I ask a stupid question? What is the difference between anime and cartoons? And not a stupid question, John. Don't worry about it. Anime is just Japanese animation. It's also implied that anime is kind of like its own medium of storytelling. There's mature anime. There's children-friendly anime, violent anime. So I always compare it to as like like movies or TV. There's all types of genre, some of which you'll like, some of which you won't like. There's romance, action, adventure, fantasy, science fiction. So I always consider it like its own medium, whereas cartoons are implied to be for children, or they're implied to be silly at the very least, even if they're not for children. Because you have like Futurama, Simpsons, Family Guy. They may not be for children, but they are very cartoon-y. They're very silly. So that's really the big difference. What can you watch Dragon Ball Z on? Crunchyroll, I think it's a free app on. I have it on my PlayStation 4. I think you can get it on Xbox. I know they have Dragon Ball Super. I don't know if they have Z on there. I have the whole series on DVD, so that's how I watch it. I need to upgrade to Blu-ray, to be honest with you. Honestly, you could probably find it online somewhere with relative ease, I think. What's your favorite Dragon Ball Z? What is your favorite Dragon Ball Z? I'm guessing Saga or Transformation, maybe? I'm not sure. Favorite character. Okay, I got you. Probably Goku. Either Goku or Gohan before Gohan turned into kind of a little pansy. We're working on it. He's working on it in Super, so hopefully we'll get there. Do you think Goku can blow up Planet Vegeta? Absolutely, man. Remember in Super, I don't know if everybody's watched it or not, but in Dragon Ball Super, Goku and Beerus were clashing fists when Goku first transformed into Super Saiyan God, and their shockwaves were so powerful they were starting to disrupt like the very fabric of the universe. And Elder Kai said that if they keep doing that, the universe itself will fall apart. So if we're thinking about in scale of the entire universe, Planet Vegeta is minuscule, is nothing to Goku. Yeah. We're getting real deep into this, guys. You mean where Vegeta was ginger and had no soul? That's exactly the part I'm talking about. Yeah, proof of when his redemption arc truly started. Yeah. What part of DBZ would you change? Oh, that's a good question. What part of Dragon Ball Z would I change? I would change the kids. I would change the kids being Super Saiyan. I think that Super Saiyan has become so watered down, but if you go back and you watch like the beginning, like you watch like the Namekian saga, you watch like the Saiyans. I mean, Super Saiyan was a rumor among Saiyans, you know, like when we're talking like elite Saiyans, like the strongest of the strong. and nobody could do it. And there's a Super Saiyan that once every 1,000 years, and it was just like the most powerful being fathomable. And then Goku reached that level, and he just beat the crap out of Frieza. It was otherworldly. And then now it's like, and then the idea of kids just being able to transform like it's nothing, I thought cheapened it a little bit. So I would probably take that aspect away. The kids being able to transform with no problem, because what is it implying that Goten training with Chi-Chi was stronger than when Vegeta first arrived on Earth? I don't know about all that. I'm getting a little behind here. Sorry, guys. You probably even higher because Vegeta literally blows up planets. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Vegeta was really, really strong. Vegeta probably could have destroyed Planet Vegeta, too. You're joking. Did you really get to 9K? I did. Absolutely, man. Carrot. That's a good question about anime and cartoon. Yeah, it was a good question, John. John, I see you're down there. I'm working my way down to you. Dragon Ball Z is the greatest anime of all time. Agreed. Who would you want to come back, Raditz or Nappa? I think story-wise, I think Raditz, if done a particular way, I think that he would be able to introduce a lot of rich storytelling. He's Goku's brother, and he's just sort of wiped out pretty early on. So depending on how the writers were to approach Raditz, I think that there could be a lot of potential because, Raditz may be just as special as Goku if Raditz was sent to Earth instead of Goku. Who knows? Nappa, we could probably do away with him. He served his purpose. He was a general in the Saiyan army, so we're done with him. Just my opinion, though. PewDiePie subscriber, download Kiss Anime. All anime is free. Yeah. That's a good suggestion. Yeah, Resurrection F and Battle of God, then UK Netflix. I'm going to get ExpressVPN here soon so I can start leeching off of you guys in the UK. Zindel, are you from the UK? They do not, thanks. Don't report me to the FBI. I have to watch it on online sites. Yeah, you should make what if videos like Masako X. I've thought about doing more stuff like that. I did a Spider-Man video a week ago. Where it's just me doing voiceover talking about it. So I might do more stuff like that. The 10 people you meet in Pensacola is hilarious, especially the mother. Thank you very much, John. I'm glad you enjoyed that. In a Tournament of Power, Goku has been stated to be way stronger than Beerus, and it was also stated that Beerus could easily destroy the universe. Yeah, definitely. Definitely stronger. Definitely. What would you change about Goku? Here's what I would do with Goku. I loved, and I don't know how. I've heard that this is actually less canon, but I loved Goku's character in Dragon Ball Z the most. Remember, like his great "I am" speech. I am the savior of the universe. I am a Super Saiyan or whatever. I'm ally to good, nightmare to you. The sense of righteousness a little bit on top of the lighthearted playfulness. I loved that. And then in Super, he just does not care, man. He just is yeah, I just want to fight. I don't care if I put the whole universe at risk. I don't like that. I don't like that. So I'm still working on getting over that kind of thing. Cell. So how did you get? Sorry, I can't read anything. How do you impress by what you see? Gohan, is that all you've got? Yeah, Gohan is awesome. Didn't Vegeta actually say Super Saiyan bargain sale at one point in the dub? Yeah, a Super Saiyan bargain bin sale is what he says. And that's whenever he finds out that Goten can become a Super Saiyan. It was right when he saw Trunks become a Super Saiyan for the first time. My least favorite character is Gotenks. I hate him. Gotenks was actually pretty awesome when he first showed up. They spent a lot of money on the animation to show him as a Super Saiyan. And then he just became obnoxious. Yeah, so I agree with that. Hi, I'm Landon. Can I please get some advice on how to get more popular? Well, Landon, I don't know, man. I'm still working on it myself. Just be yourself and have a good time and be consistent. I don't know if you're talking about YouTube or just in your personal life. So I'm still working on it myself, buddy. Think of Gotenks this way. Instead of 2 annoying kids, we got 1. Hey, just found your channel today. And what the heck? I loved it already. Jay Willis. Thank you so much, man. I'm glad you're checking me out, and I'm glad you're sticking around. Sorry, I stumble over my words a lot more often on live, so that's why my videos are so heavily edited, because I suck. So I try and cut it out for your benefit. Do you think red was a good color for Super Saiyan God? Yeah, I didn't have any problem. I remember when Battle of Gods first came out, I think I was kind of expecting more of like that Dragon Ball AF, Super Saiyan 5 looking just over the top kind of transformation. The fact that they sort of went minimalistic with it, but may have been a better choice, honestly. So I didn't mind it. It reminded me a little of, excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. A little of Kaioken. But he definitely visually looked different. We need more Tarball. Yeah. We also need Chili and Broly babies. Oh gosh. Tarball. Yeah. You remember that there was a whole Dragon Ball Z like special of like Vegeta's brother. They even referenced him in Battle of Gods, but yeah, I don't even know what the heck happened with him. Yeah, it's a shame you don't have the original Z or Dragon Ball here. Oh yeah. So you're from UK, original Z or Dragon Ball here. Yeah. Sorry, I'm kind of going in different chats in my head. Izindel, well, hey, dude, great for being in the UK. I don't know what time it is for you, man, but it's almost 8 p.m. here. So thank you for sticking with me, coming around. Piccolo versus Martian Manhunter. Piccolo. I would give that to Piccolo. Hey, I'm in the UK. I use Go Anime. Kiss Anime helps me to turn off ad blocker. Ain't happening. Kiss Anime keeps asking me to turn off ad blocker. Sorry. I can't read. It's like really tiny, so that's why I'm struggling here. Is anime in English or Japanese language? There's two in both, John. Anime is originally dubbed in Japanese in their own language. Once an American company gets it, they typically dub it in English when they have an English cast. Dragon Ball Z has an English cast. A lot of fans will watch it in the original language, and they call that subbed for subtitles. So if somebody says, I prefer watching Dragon Ball Z subbed, they prefer watching it in Japanese with English subtitles. If people say, I prefer watching it dubbed, they prefer watching it in English. I personally prefer listening to the dub in English. I watched all of Super subbed. So I watched all of Super in Japanese because it wasn't dubbed in English yet. So it's just a preference. I prefer it in English. There's kind of snooty anime fans that think that dub is inferior to the original way it was intended, in Japanese, and it's just preference. Congrats on 9K. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. Yeah, okay. Talking about dub and sub. They should make Oob canon. Oob is canon. Who's that? Who said that? Emmanuel. He is canon. At the very end of Dragon Ball Z, there was a 10-year epilogue that introduced Oob. So he absolutely is canon. Even in Super, they reference Oob as well. They don't show him, but they reference him. So Oob is 100% canon. However, all the stuff that happened in GT with Oob, that's not canon. You don't suck, dude. That's good. Are you talking to me? I don't know. Dude, you should totally make a Discord server. People would definitely join it. Maybe. I'm working on a Patreon right now. I don't know if that's even a good idea. I'm flirting with the idea of giving like different types of content on there for people who support my channel. I'm working on that one step at a time. Not going to lie, Goku's kind of trash in Dragon Ball Super. And DBZ, especially when he first goes Super Saiyan, he has stern, serious, and righteousness, and also lighthearted and perfect. Yeah. They also use different genre types, such as shonen for young man. Yeah, basically 12 to 16-year-old. Yeah. So, John, what is it? Delius, we'll say. What he's talking about is that there's age groups for a certain type of anime. Shonen. Gosh, I'm sorry, guys. Shonen is a type of manga, which is like just a Japanese comic book. And those are kind of specifically for like the 12, 16-year-old boys, typically, for the most part. So moved to Pensacola not too long ago. Gave YouTube a shot trying to help myself figure it out here a little bit more. Found your channel. Happy subscriber ever since. Thank you so much, Church. Appreciate that. Yeah, here's a Dragon Ball. We're not even talking about Pensacola. This Dragon Ball Z stuff. Glad you stopped by. Where was DBZ started? Is there any anime that started in the U.S.? I'm serious. It was started in Japan in 1984. 1984. Dragon Ball started in 84. there are American anime. Anime is implied to be Japanese, but there are American. There are influences. A good one would be Avatar: The Last Airbender is a very anime looking cartoon, even though it was published entirely in America. So I would probably consider that to be like an American anime. I don't know what the technical definition of it would be, but yeah, I think one of the first Japanese animes that were in the States was probably Astro Boy in the 50s. And then Speed Racer, I think would have been 50s or 60s, 70s, something like that. What do you think is after Ultra Instinct? Do you think they'll keep doing Super Saiyan? I don't know. After Ultra Instinct, I don't know how much higher you could go. Probably, who's the strongest right now? Xeno, he's pretty much God in Dragon Ball Z or in Dragon Ball Super. I mean, do you go after that level? I mean, what's the end here? Even in Super, Goku was like, I thought I was getting close to my limit until I fought Broly. And there's just, I have so much higher I can go. I don't think Goku's ever going to stop getting stronger. And so what does that look like? I don't know. Ocean Dub or Funimation? Probably Funimation, to be honest. I know that there's a lot of stuff going on about Funimation right now, but that's the dub that I grew up with and loved. And I have all the Ocean Dub, and I have all the Ocean Dub now. I have the entire series of that, and I do enjoy that as well. But probably Funimation for the long haul. Personally, dub versus sub, I prefer sub because I've only ever seen a couple where I thought the quality was equal or better. Case in point, Escaflowne is an anime I love in both sub and dub. Both have charm. Escaflowne is a great anime. Very science fiction-y, fantasy-esque. Yeah, great anime. I'm glad you referenced that about Escaflowne. It's been such a long time since I've seen that. Superman got beat up by Alfred. Goku could wipe the floor with him. What if Gohan never stopped training after the Cell Saga? I actually watched a Totally Not Mark video about that. And basically his point that he was trying to make is that if Gohan trained during the 7-year period between Cell and Majin Buu, he would have been well beyond Super Saiyan 3 and could have wiped the floor with Buu. And I'm inclined to agree with him. Gohan Super Saiyan 2 was well beyond Goku and Vegeta's Super Saiyan 2, I would argue, when they fought. I mean, Gohan was just something so special, and that power was just like, it was out of this world how strong he was. Hey, how can they reference Oob in Super? So whenever Goku destroyed Kid Buu, remember, even in Z, he was like, I hope you come back good one day, blah, 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 and he killed him. In Super, he senses Oob's power when Oob is still a baby. They were actually considering recruiting him for the Tournament of Power. And Goku's like, no, we can't do that. He's only like 1 year old. He can't come. So that's why. So they were able to sense him on Earth. Is Goku worthy of Thor's hammer, not Stormbreaker? That's a tough one because Goku's worthy to be on the Flying Nimbus. And you remember, you have to be pure of heart to fly the Flying Nimbus. So is Gohan. We know Bulma wasn't because she fell through it. Master Roshi was not. He fell through it because he's kind of pervy. So the real question is, does Thor's hammer have the same requirements as the Nimbus Cloud? And if the Nimbus Cloud deems Goku as being pure of heart, I don't see why Goku couldn't wield it. But then again, I was talking about how Goku's character has kind of changed a little bit. So I don't know. I would think that he could. I don't know. Maybe. Goku's such a naive dude, so it's very possible. Similar to Dallas, just with a more pronounced is. Oh, Dallas. I'm doing my best here. Anime is a secret love of mine, so it works. Okay, good. Awesome. After Ultra Instinct, Weird Flex, then Ultra Weird Flex. Yeah, there's the sky is the limit. They're just going to keep doing this to us, and we're just going to keep eating it up, all these new transformations and new whatever, and we're going to love it every step of the way. Please say Grand Priest is stronger than Zero. Oh, Xeno. Yeah. Well, you're talking about, are you talking about Dragon Ball Heroes? Because all of that is not canon. So, if you have played Dragon Ball Z Budokai HD Collection, Budokai 3, let me know your opinion of it. Let me know your opinion of it. It's my favorite. The Budokai 3. Okay. Yeah. Well, those are the games I grew up on. Budokai and Budokai 2, because I had a GameCube. Budokai 3 only came out on PlayStation 2 and like maybe Xbox or something. So it did not come out on GameCube. And I was just a poor little kid. I didn't have money to go get a PlayStation. But I absolutely loved the Budokai games. I think even in that HD collection, they skipped 2 for some reason, even though it was great. But I love them. That's my opinion on it. Are they continuing Dragon Ball Super? Joey, as far as I understand, they are. They're going to be picking it back up. You ever play Dragon Ball Legends? Absolutely. I have. I even did a video when it was first coming out. I don't really play it now, though. Frank Barrera, congrats. Thank you so much, Frank. If you get a pay channel, will you still have this one as well? Absolutely. I don't think I'm ever going to... Are you talking about my Patreon? So the Patreon would just be to kind of help fund my channel, would kind of help fund me making content on YouTube. The rewards of that is like what I would probably do is like the first tier of that, like if you donate like $5 a month or something, you would have a credit at the end of every video. $10. I don't know. You have tiers of it, and each tier you would get something else. So it's really just like what can I give people that support my channel. So I think that I would try to do like additional content or try and get like viewership interaction. So if I'm like, hey, these are 2 videos I'm thinking, what do you think about this? And then you sort of vote on them, and then I'll make that one. So that type of interaction. But I will always I'm pretty sure I'll always have this channel. Oh yeah, I totally watched Totally Not Mark 2. Yeah, well, he gets recommended to me because I totally fit in his demographic. So if Gohan trained during the 7-year period and got his potential boosted, yeah. Hey, Holden, too deep for me, but you keep it up. I'll see you later at the 10,000 sub party. Must study up on Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, it's okay. You don't have to. Dragon Ball Z is not for everybody, but I'm glad you stuck around. Manganese, if Gohan starts to get really strong, do you want him to have a transformation like Trunks or his own new thing? I don't know. Ultimate Gohan's like a cool thing, but I kind of wish that he had something else going on. Like when Trunks had that sort of weird mid-ground transformation in Super where he was like rage mode, but he also had the blue god key aura around him. That was pretty dope. So maybe something like that for Gohan. Hello, Daily Naruto. How's it going? I think there's a difference between innocence and purity. That's a good point. Goku's innocent, but his motives aren't exactly pure, unless you consider pure love of fighting. Thor's got purity of intent. Beautiful way to put that. Yeah, that's very, very well articulated. Absolutely. In that case, you're probably right. Maybe he wouldn't be able to pick up the hammer. Because remember, even the Avengers, I think all of them, except for Captain, had trouble picking it up. And a lot of them were good. I mean, Thor's done some pretty questionable things too, and sometimes his intent isn't always pure, like when he was on Planet Hulk and stuff. So I don't know, I guess it's up to the hammer. Have you ever heard of Vegeta going to Planet Yardrat? No, I've never heard of him going to Planet Yardrat. Can you show us your team for Dragon Ball Legends? It's not impressive at all. It's been a while since I've played it. If anime is dubbed, do the words match the actual animation? Yes, they do. They do their best to try and condense the Japanese or elongate the Japanese depending on the word. So if you have a word in Japanese that's like hello, what is the actual word? Jeez, you're gonna make me speak Japanese on here. That's embarrassing. I know arigato, for thank you. So if you have like a really long Japanese word that's something really short in English, they'll throw in a couple extra words to get it to match, but the context will all pretty much be the same thing. It's not over 9,000, it's over 8,000. That is true. If you want to get really technical with it, yes. In the original manga of Dragon Ball Z, the phrase actually was, it's over 8,000 when he crushes the Scouter. It was mistranslated to it's over 9,000. That's where the meme comes from. But because I'm sticking to the meme as opposed to the technically correct, that's why we're here at 9,000. And I'm doing it instead of 8,000. They try to translate to keep the main gist while also matching lip flaps. Yeah, it's quality translation. If it's quality translation anyway, yeah, pretty much the same thing. No point of this anymore, but after the Super Saiyan Blue and Super Saiyan God, I thought Goku would mash them up and make a Super Saiyan Purple. What was your favorite moment from GT? Everyone has one, even though GT was awful. Favorite moment in GT. I'll tell you what, I hated all of the Black Star Dragon Ball crap, like the very beginning. I didn't like any of that. Probably Baby. Probably Baby was probably the best. I enjoyed a lot of the Omega Shenron versus Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta stuff just because of how absurdly powerful everyone was. And it was really, really entertaining. So I really enjoyed those aspects of GT. My top 5 Dragon Ball sagas from worst to best: 5 Golden Frieza arc, Battle of Gods, Champa arc, Goku Black arc, Tournament of Power. Yeah, I probably would do Tournament of Power and Goku Black arc pretty dang close together. They were really, really good there too. Chris Sabat, did I spell that right? I think you did. Yes, maybe one. Is it 1B? Might be 1B. Seems like a really chill dude. Yeah, when I met him, he was really, really awesome. I know a lot of my new subscribers are from those videos where I got to meet them. So he was great when I met him. I'm nervous if I ever get the chance to meet Sean Schemmel. I really hope maybe he hasn't seen the video, or if he did see it, he has no hard feelings about it, because I did not intend to like hurt his reputation or anything. When I made that video, I was like maybe right at 1,000 subscribers, maybe even less than that, not expecting it to do as well. So hopefully, I don't know if he would put that into account or not. Hi, mate. I've seen all of Dragon Ball. Yeah, awesome, dude. I love Dragon Ball. I have too. I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan. We talk about it all day. Thanos, I am inevitable, and I am Iron Man. Yeah, awesome. All right, see you later, man. See you, JC. Thanks for stopping by, dude. What powers do you think Oob will have in the future? I don't know. I would love to see in Super if they actually get to Oob. That would be really, really cool. I don't know what they'll do with him. Well, hello there, good sir. Hello, Spaghetti Larry. Always good to see you, man. Super Saiyan God plus Super Saiyan God. Super Saiyan Fabulous. Yeah, Super Saiyan Purple. What if Yamcha did the sacrifice instead of Tony Stark Iron Man? What? Wait a minute. If we're talking about if the Z Warriors are even in the same universe as the Avengers, where the heck has Goku and them been? Tony Stark, I love you 3000. I don't know why people think GT is awful. It's not that bad, but I have almost the whole season 2. Yeah, I have all of GT. I've watched most of it. I think GT's tonality was just different. Like, it wanted to be Dragon Ball, but then it wanted to be greater than Z at the same time. Like, it wasn't. That's where I think Super has a better balance of it. Anyway. Rip Tony Stark Iron Man. Yeah, 1970 to 2023. What if Goku was an Endgame? Would have wiped the floor with Thanos. Honestly, again, if Thanos has the Infinity Stones, he would beat Goku. I mean, you're talking about like matter of the universe. That's like, Dr. Manhattan from Watchmen, where he can like change the molecular structure of anything, of plasma, matter, whatever, and turn it into anything that he wants. I mean, what good is a ki blast against that? Or Goku, like, he could literally just deconstruct Goku's atoms and turn it into nothing. So same thing with like Thanos. Those Infinity Stones make all the difference. Congratulations, 9,000. Thank you so much, man. I gotta go. Nice talking to you. Nice talking to you too, Julio. Does anime try to be a morality play like Narnia or Star Wars? Again, anime, it depends on the type of anime. I think there's even Star Wars anime. It just depends. Yeah, it just depends. Some anime does, some doesn't. It just depends. Hey, it's me, Goku. Thanos plus Infinity Gauntlet would win if Goku didn't take him out instantly. Which Goku wouldn't, because Goku likes to draw out fights. That's true. Sure, it makes Thanos more powerful, but not faster. If Goku and Vegeta were in the same universe as the Avengers, kill Chi-Chi, Gohan, Goten, Bulma, Trunks, the baby, Goku and Vegeta will be pissed. Yep. I hope Canon Bola doesn't become a waste of a character like in GT. That's a good point. I would love to see Bola being awesome. Meant to say, seen first Dragon Ball Z GT Super. I heard new Super Service Gold and Vegeta going to help Jocko with the police force from space. Is that true? I have not heard that. I can't see Vegeta doing that. I can't see Vegeta helping out the Space Force. That doesn't seem like his kind of thing. But maybe. I don't know. There hasn't been a whole lot of information. Right now, there's just a lot of rumors about what the new series is going to be, or even when it's going to take place. I would like to see Goku evolved Ultra Instinct. Yeah, I would love to see him like master it. I'm probably the youngest one here. You might be. You might be. And that's cool. I'm glad that you're here either way. I love seeing the flamethrower video, but I'm too old for the cartoons. Congrats on 9,000. No problem, man. I know it's not for everybody, but I'm glad you hopped on and decided to comment anyway. I feel like anime has gone downhill nowadays. I mean, it might be because I'm a shonen lover, but anime has become a little bad, and not just because of the animation. Yeah, I'm not thrilled with Super's animation, like everybody else I know. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my camera here. So I'm leaning back a little bit. I'm not thrilled with Super's animation, but that's Toei. But there's still good anime that has some pretty decent animation either way. What saga do you like the least? Ginyu Force, Goku Black, Buu Saga. What saga do I like the least? The Garlic Jr. Saga, I would say. Other than that, like if you want to get to like an actual like canon saga, I like the Namek saga, but I think it was just sort of slow. It was kind of like, all right, we're trying to get there. We're trying to get to like Frieza and stuff. Probably that one. Just like it's hard for me to kind of like get through that one now. Vegeta Police Force. I don't do that. I'm not Goku's son. What is your favorite, Vegeta or Gogeta? Somebody asked me this a little bit earlier. I basically said I think intimidating, and in terms of intimidation, probably Gogeta, just because of his like strong, silent, super serious type. And then Vegito is just like he's such a cocky dude. Probably Gogeta. Sorry, probably Gogeta. I would say. If we're talking anime in generation, you mean in general? I'd have to say a lot of awesome stories coming out, but I hate how all the animation is becoming the same. I miss the unique styles between various anime. Very true. I actually watched a video today about Samurai Jack and some of like the artwork and like the visual storytelling of that show. It's not anime, but it's great. So yeah, I hear what you're saying. Have you ever seen the Punisher on Netflix? Yeah. Well, I was a huge Daredevil fan. Absolutely love Daredevil, all 3 seasons, and I was one of those people that just laments the idea of them canceling it. I hate that. Thanos kills Goku's family, Goku, and now it's time to play. Oh, to pay. Yeah. I mean, I butchered that. I'm sorry. And now it's time to pay. I totally missed his post as something else. Derp. I like Vegito better. Vegito's awesome, man. Goku, Kamehameha, Thanos dead. Yeah. Well, with the Infinity Stones, maybe not. I mean, with the Infinity Stones, he could just like kind of whoosh it away, whoosh it to the side there, or he could use the Reality Stone and make him think that he was killing him or something. Then again, I think Goku would always be able to sense the real Thanos. So if he could tell that there was no life force coming from the Reality Stone, maybe then. This might be a good time to wrap it up. I think everybody's sort of checking out. I'm getting a little tired. I got to work tomorrow. Hope to get a new villain in Super Stingray. Man, right as I said, I'm about to start wrapping it up. You show up. Do you like the originals of Superman, Batman, and Star Wars? Oh, do I like the originals of Superman, Batman, or Star Wars better than their reboots? I love Superman 1 and 2, John, are my favorite Superman movies. They've not been topped with Christopher Reeve. Batman, I loved The Dark Knight. In that case, I would give it to Christopher Nolan's Batman. And then what was the third one? Star Wars. They didn't really reboot Star Wars. They started it over. They didn't really reboot Star Wars. They continued it. I'm actually watching through all of Star Wars again with Matt because he's never seen them. So I just watched the prequels, Episode 1 and Episode 2, just last week. I would still give it to the originals with Star Wars. Honestly, yes, the originals still have preference for me. Stingray, that's okay, man. I'm glad you're here. I'll stick it out a little bit longer. If you follow the manga, we get a magic goat man. Goku versus Endgame Thanos. Goku base form. Goku's passing him with all his power. Yeah. Goku versus Thanos. If Thanos did not have any Infinity Stones, Goku would wipe the floor with him base form, no problem. It's the Infinity Stones that make all the difference. Well, before you leave, congrats on 9,000. Thank you, Spaghetti Larry. I appreciate it. What do you think is better, Zamasu or Dragon Ball Super Broly? I think in terms of character, probably Zamasu. In terms of power, Broly. Broly would wipe the floor with Zamasu for sure. What do you think of a Baby and Goku Black fusion? out of this world, powerful, crazy, totally psycho. It would be nuts. What do you think of a baby and Goku Black fusion? Oh, I just answered that. Sorry. Thanos goes back in time to kill Bardock, so Goku was never conceived. Time travel doesn't work like that. Remember in Endgame when they tried doing that? It would change it for that timeline, but the original timeline would stay the same. If we're going to go by Endgame time travel rules. I drew a pic of Goku and I made up Super Saiyan Vegeta. That's awesome, man. I vote we keep posting to keep him up because I'm mean. Yeah, see, you keep going, and then I don't stop. Beerus or Thanos? Beerus. In terms of power, Beerus. Terms of character, Beerus is getting there with terms of character. We're seeing him a little bit more developed. I hate the new Star Wars trilogy. They should have stuck with Janai, Jacen Solo story from the books. Yeah, for some reason, Disney doesn't like to derive anything from the books for some reason. I don't know why. I don't hate the new Star Wars. I really enjoyed The Force Awakens. I was pretty indifferent about The Last Jedi. I know a lot of people hated it. It wasn't my favorite, but I'm not like one of those people that was like, they need to retcon it. It was the worst thing ever. I wasn't quite that passionate about hating it. I didn't think it was that great. Episode 9, I'm still looking forward to, though. Serious question. I forgot. That's okay. The Goku was a rainbow Super Saiyan. Oh my gosh. That's probably what's coming up next. I know your channel started with Dragon Ball themed content, but man, what a great expose. Any more planned gotcha content? I've thought about doing some more. I have very strict guidelines as far as doing expose videos. They've got to be actively hurting people. I've got to be able to prove it. Proving it is the big one. Because I could hear stories all day about how Brownsville Assembly here in Pensacola is doing all these horrible things. But without any proof, it's just me saying he said, she said. The thing about that church video that I did is that I had proof to back up what I was saying. I had claims from their website. I had, I also had the guy who gave me accounts from the inside and stuff like that. But I had stuff to work with. So as long as I have that, or can get it, I have no problem. I would love to do more expose videos like that. Oh, sorry. My chair constantly kind of dips over time. So sorry. Thanos with the gauntlet that cannot hold the stones, but the Dragon Balls. Oh, geez. Could you imagine harnessing the power of the Dragon Balls? Oh, my gosh. Don't understand why Goku and Vegeta never look for their fathers. I think it's a Saiyan thing. I think they've even talked about, even in the Broly movie, they talk about how Saiyan fathers don't really care about their kids, so it would make sense that their offspring, like normal Saiyan offspring, don't really care about their dads. I mean, geez, Goku doesn't even care about Gohan. And Vegeta only a little bit cares about Trunks. I would argue that Vegeta cares more about Trunks than Goku cares about his kids. And I would say that the part in Dragon Ball Z where Cell kills or shoots a hole through Trunks, how pissed Vegeta got, we don't really see that kind of thing from Goku. Well, we saw it when his friend died, I guess, when Krillin died. Have you checked out Lyle Brewer yet? No, I have not. Would you like if they made Super Saiyan green? Well, they sort of did with Broly a little bit. I wouldn't really care. The thing is, I'm colorblind a little bit, so I have trouble actually distinguishing. I didn't even know Broly had green hair until years after I saw it because of my colorblindness. They killed poor Han. Yeah, they sure did. Would you like it? We'll see you. I'm sure you're going to leave now. I'm trying to do Xenoverse 2, so bye. See you later, Spaghetti Larry. Thank you for stopping by. Mobile Games. Hello. How's it going? I know saying congratulations is part of Dragon Ball, but congratulations. Thank you, Metatron. I really appreciate it. I bet when I wake up and see you at 10,000 subs live vid. I don't know. I was saying earlier in the stream that my subscriber growth has slowed down. I've definitely peaked, and I've sort of gone back to still a steady growth, but not nearly as exponential as it was. So it's going to be a little bit slower from here on out. I think, according to my analytics anyway. I hope it would be great if I was wrong. Was Power Rangers originally Japanese? Yes. Power Rangers was a Japanese show called Super Sentai. Haim Saban, the creator of Power Rangers, he took a bunch of Japanese footage of what, of our Power Ranger guys. They got American actors, and then that's why if you're watching original Power Rangers, they'll jump from our quality to like Japanese quality, and then the actors overdubbed the Japanese characters. So, yeah, Power Rangers technically it was Japanese. I wish I was a Saiyan sent to the turtle school. Yeah, me too, man. Even like heck, even Krillin, he was a human and he did it, and he was stronger than Goku for a little bit. What is stronger, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20, or Super Saiyan Blue? What is that? Super Saiyan Blue. What is Super Saiyan Blue E? Ultra, not Ultra Instinct. I don't know. Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20 is pretty dang powerful. Piccolo is best dad. Yep. Would DBD change if Yamcha were removed from the series? He's there for Dragon Ball, but not Z. I'm trying to think. His only contribution in Z was whenever he died fighting the Cybermen. So I think that's the only time he's really had any impact. There was the time when Frieza was coming to Earth, right before Trunks showed up, and Yamcha was like just crapping his pants, scared. So that's the only time I can really think of Yamcha. And then he played baseball a little bit. So probably if he was taken out, probably not much would have changed. Vegeta is the only best dad by Saiyan standards. Heck, Goku has never even kissed Chi-Chi. That's just incredibly sad. I still don't know how that works out because he has 2 kids. So Pokemon is anime, correct? Yes. Pokemon is anime. That is a children's anime. Absolutely. Impressive live, bruh, for real. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Matt. Much appreciated. Do you read Dragon Ball Multiverse? Good question. I read a lot of I'm behind now, but I got pretty dang far into it. When Super announced that they were doing like the Tournament of Power type thing, I could have swore they got that from that Multiverse manga. Multiverse is like a fan-made Dragon Ball Z like continuation. Basically filled with a bunch of what if scenarios, like what if Goku never came to Earth, or what if Vegeta never, or what if Raditz came to Earth instead, or what if Goku and Vegeta never unfused from being Vegito, so all of these different what if characters come to one tournament and fight each other, and it's really, really fascinating. So yeah, I have read it, and it's really, really crazy. Pretty crazy how much you know. Yeah, I know a lot about Dragon Ball Z. Congrats on 9,000. Thank you. Saiyans with Power Ranger suits and powers. That would be Saiyans sort of already have Power Ranger suits. That's what like their battle armor is. Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, Vegeta Extra Blue Mode. Probably Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20, I would say. Do you think Vegeta will unlock Ultra Instinct? I hope so. I feel like they keep jipping Vegeta out of so many like benchmarks in the series, skipping Super Saiyan 3, and Goku always being a step ahead of him. I hope that they start doing more justice for him. Hi, I'm here. Hey, Tucker, how's it going? When was the first time you watched Dragon Ball? I would have been a little kid, dude. I would have been young. I would have been in elementary school. It would have been either 2nd or 3rd grade, I would say, and it would have been Dragon Ball Z on Toonami. Yeah, so it's been a while. What do you think is going to be stronger, Pan or Bala? Yeah, Pan is canon too. It really just depends. I don't know the direction that they're going to go. I don't know even if they continue on, I don't know if they're going to have Pan be the same type of character that she was in GT or not. It would be cool to see Bola, like, I don't know, probably Bola, because Bola is Vegeta's daughter, whereas Pan is Gohan's daughter. And we've seen how little Gohan cares about like Pan training and stuff. So I think Vegeta would realistically push Bola to be a strong warrior. So probably Bola based off of that reasoning. If I was in an empty room, I would scream like Goku as much as I could or wanted to. Yeah, I feel like everybody has tried to do like a Kamehameha legitimately at one point in their life, the people that watch the show. But after the heart virus, he kissed Chi-Chi and Master Roshi was trying to watch. Ooh, good catch. Yeah, good inconsistent catch there. Multiverse. Right. Is it me? Is it Kamehameha or Kamehameha? It's all one thing. Kamehameha. You spelled it wrong the second time. You spelled it correctly with the first time, but there's no spaces. Kamehameha. I didn't get the notification. Oh, Kit Kat. Well, I'm glad you're here now. About after an hour in. What would your reaction be if Thanos snapped his fingers with stones again at the end of Endgame? Well, geez, I guess we'd have a whole other movie series. I guess if he would have done that there would be no hope. That would be the end of it. And remember, he wasn't going to take out half anymore. He wasn't going to take out half the universe. He was going to take out all of Earth. So he was like, I made a mistake, and it was your empathy or your desire to bring back your people or whatever. So he was going to kill everyone. Super Saiyan Rage Trunks versus Golden Frieza. Super Saiyan Rage Trunks, I would say. I would give it. I mean, he used a sword to cut fused Goku Black Zumasu in half. So probably Super Saiyan Rage Trunks. Kit Kat says Pan. What is your favorite saga for Dragon Ball? Original Dragon Ball? Probably one of the well, I don't know. Maybe the King Piccolo saga, because that stuff's still pretty relevant even in Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super. His relationship with Piccolo is founded on that. So probably that, I would say. More genuine gotcha videos will get you way over 10,000 subs. Yeah, you're probably right. They're really, really hard to do, and they bring a lot of crazy people to my channel. I get a lot of people that it's hard to find like a balance of like a level-headed like religious person or Christian. Most of the people commented were either supportive, or even if they didn't like it, they were they told me like specific things that they didn't like, or we get into like denominational differences. Oops, spit on my mic. Like denominational differences that people want to argue with me about, and I'm just not about like arguing to the end of the earth about stuff that theologians and denominational people have been arguing about for centuries, thousands of years. So, and then I get people that are just nuts, that like, hey, look at my dad video. If you go to the comment section on there, it's a video about me doing like dad cliches, and somebody's like, you're a hypocrite because all dads are not the same. And then they put some Bible verse that's irrelevant to anything I said or did. It's like, what? Why are you here? What do you want? So I have to kind of test my mental limits. How much bullcrap do I really want to take in a day? What do you feel about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? We were talking about that earlier. I've watched season 1 and 3 of it based off my friend's suggestion. So I've only watched it when he's been here. Would you consider playing some video games for some videos? Stingray, yes. Here's the thing. I've used to play a bunch of video games. I used to play them live. The only thing is that nobody watched them. Nobody would ever watch any of my videos. I played Dragon Ball Z Sagas. I didn't do this live. This is an edited video. I played through all of Dragon Ball Z Sagas. I played some Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Nobody watched them. So I stopped making them for that reason. So I know I have a lot more Dragon Ball fans now, so maybe I'll do a couple more. I'm planning on playing Kakarot live. So that might be kind of fun. Sorry, I'm trying to see back where I was. Bye. I have to get ready for school, but congrats on 9,000. Thank you so much. Gotta go. See you later, man. How do you get the super chat? I think it's like I think you have to reach a certain amount of subscribers or a certain amount of watch hours to do that. There's like a threshold you have to meet. Bye, boy. Bye, Kit Kat. You said your parents were so strict. How did you get to watch anime? My mom was strict. So, John, my parents were divorced. And so my mom would not let me watch Dragon Ball Z, but my dad would. So I spent 3 days a week with my dad and 4 days with my mom every week. And so what inevitably happened was that I would watch Dragon Ball Z would air every single day. And it's a continuation story. So each episode leads into like a next episode, which leads into the next, and so on and so forth. So if you missed like 3 episodes, you missed story that you really needed. So I was always like missing bits and pieces. So I wouldn't be able to watch it at my mom's house, come to my dad's house and watch, 3 days in a row. And then I'd miss, 2 episodes if it was weekday because I didn't show it on the weekend. So that's how. So, Bola and Multiverse is currently under Bobity's control. That's pretty crazy. Well, Thanos is crazy to kill everyone. I'm still sad he was snapped away, though. It was necessary, but I'm going to miss him. He was such a good villain. Yeah, they hyped him up since, like, 2012, something like that. Would you like it if there was a Majin Piccolo? I think Piccolo's too strong-willed to be controlled by Bobity at this point, but it would be cool to see. This is the super chat. It's just happening. It's just lagging on his end. Oh, yeah, sorry. When you said super chat, I was also thinking about how you could like donate money in the super chat. I didn't know if that's what you meant as well. I know I'm getting way behind. I'm trying to catch up on all my comments. Would you like if there was a Majin Piccolo? It's just lagging. Lol. One Punch Man or Goku? Jeez. That's a good question, man. Probably Goku. Maybe I'm biased. But remember, One Punch Man is not a serious character. He's like a silly character. Goku has like rules within his universe, whereas One Punch Man, the whole bit is that he can beat anybody in one punch. So I don't know. Majin Piccolo is practically King Piccolo. Goku could kill dinner eating Thanos, but what if he snapped on Goku? Could he avoid it? Goku probably could not avoid it. That's the thing about the Infinity Stones. It's pretty much like if Thanos had the Infinity Stones and he used them on Goku, there's not much you could do. Hey, just found your channel from Pensacola. I'm super impressed with your work. Keep it up. Thank you, Nick. I'm glad you're stopping by and checking out my Dragon Ball live stream. You should play Dragon Ball Legends or Dokkan. I played both of them. I haven't played them recently, though. True, that's all dads aren't the same. But you weren't being serious. People are crazy. I know I found your channel by chance. I'll catch up with your old videos soon. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, well, it's not. I feel like it's obvious that the whole thing was just a joke, but what do I know? Zerch, yeah, you didn't miss it, man. I'm an hour and 5 minutes in. Oh gosh, getting tired. More beautiful Pensacola videos would work. More subs as well. Yeah, I am planning on doing another history of Pensacola video since I've been getting it requested quite a bit. And they're pretty fun to make. They were also like a really serious style video that I did. So I was like, I tried to make sure like my narration was really good. I was kind of like in a certain kind of mindset when I was doing it. So yeah, they were great. Really fun to do. Yeah, you missed over an hour of it. That's okay. Do you like sub or dubbed? We talked about this earlier. For me, it comes down to preference. I personally prefer dub if I can, if the quality's good. I don't mind sub so much. I watched all of Dragon Ball Super subbed. I prefer watching it dubbed, but I'll watch it sub as well. Great content, bro. I love your videos. Keep up the good work. I will watch all your videos. Thank you. There's a lot of them now. I've been doing it for a while. I'm getting close to 365, and I was like, that's going to be, you could watch one video of mine every day for a year. And that like is pretty crazy. That pretty much blew my mind thinking about that. Remember, Vegeta was controlled effectively because he let Babidi do it for the power boost. So technically, sure, Majin Piccolo could happen, but he'd have to let it happen. Yeah, and I don't think Piccolo would let it happen, even with the power boost. I don't think Piccolo cares. I think Piccolo is much more focused on like being in control of himself. That's why he does like all that meditation kind of stuff. One Punch Man is a gag character in a serious setting. Exactly. What if Goku met MCU Thor? Well, Goku could beat MCU Thor. I'm absolutely sure of that. Goku is stronger than the Avengers. Change my mind. Nope, I agree with you. Goku versus One Punch Man. Again, I think that it would probably be Goku. But at the same time, is it Dalius said One Punch Man is a gag character in a serious setting. So One Punch Man is almost entirely just made to be absurd. So it's hard to say. It depends on the writer. Goku versus Captain Marvel. Goku. Still Goku. I love your channel. I love your videos when you meet the voice actors. Keep doing those, please. Yeah. I'm going to be working on going to more cons, and I'm going to be meeting more not only voice actors, but just actors in general. And because people seem to enjoy those videos, I'm going to do my best to make more of them when I have the opportunity to do so. You're close to where I live. Yeah, you're in Pensacola? Yep. I go by the mall a lot. I've had a couple kids recognize me there. So if you ever see me at the mall or just around, feel free to come say, hey. GT Pam versus Proxima Midnight. I don't know enough about Proxima Midnight to really give you an educated answer, to be honest. Came across your channel while watching the Exposing the Worst Church of Pensacola. Great work, bro. We'll live in Panama City, so it's next door. I'll steer clear of it. Well, thanks, man. I'm glad you're coming by for my my Dragon Ball Z live stream. So that's pretty cool. Can you say with exaggerated Southern accent, you know what I'm saying? Like Southern accent. I live here in the South. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? That was better. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know. There you go. How about that? You said you went to Olive Baptist and what other church? St. Paul's Catholic Church. I know it's weird because one's Baptist and one's Catholic, and you don't really put those two together. But yeah, St. Paul's Catholic Church. Love your stuff, man. You keep getting better and better. Mr. Satan is my favorite Dragon Ball character. I think I might have missed this, but who is your favorite? Yeah, when I was growing up, Mr. Satan was called Hercule. And so it doesn't help my point when people comment on that church video pointing out Dragon Ball Z and they're like, it's demonic. And I'm like, no, it's not. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, there's a character named Mr. Satan. That's more of a Japanese. That's more of Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball Z, just being weird, as opposed to like, hey, this is actually Satan. And if anything else, that character is just kind of he's a manipulator. He's it's not like he's not manipulating the audience. His character is a manipulator and stuff, kind of a sly dude. Who's my favorite character? Super Saiyan 2 Gohan or Ultimate Gohan, I would say, before he kind of became a little pansy. I went to a blended school at Olive Baptist Church. It's a nice church. That's cool. I went to Alethea Christian Academy off Creighton for 7 years. I got to go. It's 8:27. Yeah, no problem, buddy. I appreciate you stopping by. Have you seen Red Dr. Stone? I think it's a pretty good anime. I have not, Zerch, but I'm not opposed to checking it out. Goku with Dr. Strange's Cloak of Levitation. The Saiyan Supreme. Yeah. Even though Goku wouldn't even need the cloak. Dragon Ball's power scaling effectively means that near any Dragon Ball character versus means Dragon Ball wins. Oh, I see what you're saying. Near any Dragon Ball character versus, what? Okay, you threw me off there. What is your favorite Super Saiyan form? Super Saiyan 2, I would say, is probably my favorite form. Hi, Fuse Toxic. How's it going? Do some Fort Pickens vids, and the whole Geronimo was there thing. When to go to sleep. Another dad saying, yeah, the whole curse of Geronimo and Pensacola. I've thought about talking about that before. Gotta go. No problem. Pancakes or waffles? Matt, go to bed. Waffles. How about that? Was Captain Blue actually gay? Who's Captain Blue? What are you talking about? Was that not a Dragon Ball character that I know of? Aunt Jemima or Mrs. Buttersworth? Aunt Jemima. Don't at me. Dad video was hilarious. Awesome comedic timing. Thank you, John. I appreciate it. Dragon Ball isn't satanic. Even my grandma loves anime. She adores Attack on Titan. Here's the thing. Fiction, fantasy, science fiction, enjoying these things is not a sin, and there's nothing wrong with it so long as you know that it's fiction. If I was like, oh my gosh, guys, I think that channeling your ki to create energy blast is real, and I'm going to devote my life to believing that, and that's a whole different thing. But I have no disillusion that anything on my wall is fiction, is fantasy, is made up stories that I just enjoy. So I'm good. Chicken or fish? God, Matt. Depends on my mood. I ate a lot of fish today, though. Chicken. Wait, I can stay. Oh, good. Anonymous. Anonymous, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking, buddy? Attack on Titan is probably my third favorite anime. Yeah, it's a great anime. Mayo or tartar sauce? Mayo. What is happening? Why is it? What if Goku was a female and Chi-Chi was male? I don't know. Is Goku still a Saiyan, just a female Saiyan? In which case, probably nothing. Probably not much, other than he would have birthed Gohan himself, I guess. Hey, do you collect DBZ Funko Pops or Funko Pops at all? I have a couple. I have a Super Saiyan Ultra Instinct Goku pop in my living room. I sort of collect them just periodically, not like a big collector or anything. Dragon Ball power scaling is so excessive that any Dragon Ball character versus any other fictional character means Dragon Ball wins. Yeah, no problem. I figured that's what you were saying. You threw me off a little bit. But yeah, pretty much. Here's the thing, though. When I think of characters like Dr. Manhattan from Watchmen, and I think of their ability to manipulate anything, matter at the atomic level, it's hard to be like Goku could beat Dr. Manhattan when Dr. Manhattan could just destroy him from an atomic level. So I think of stuff like that. I mean, that's a creative power. So my friend and I love that flamethrower video. Great idea. Thank you. Great video. Yeah, thank you so much. It was a buddy of mine. Not really a buddy of mine, but somebody I met let me use this flamethrower. So that's awesome. Have you heard of Dragon Ball Deliverance? If not, this is a Dragon Ball fan-made series on YouTube. The episodes are really great, especially the second one. I haven't heard of Dragon Ball Deliverance, but I have heard of this guy who kind of has his own Dragon Ball little animated series he does. But I'll check that one out. I love that fan-made stuff. Can you make a Discord for us to chat? Or I can. I don't really use Discord a lot, but I'm not opposed to it. Fuse Toxic, $2. Oh, £2. Ooh, UK money. Love your videos. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much, Fuse. Anytime I get any type of donation on the super chat, I always try to put it right back into the channel. So whether that's like SD cards or even money for like giveaways or anything. So thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. £2. I don't know what that is in US dollars, but thank you, man. I'm really grateful for that. Do you like Dragon Ball GT? I like it only because Super Saiyan form is my favorite Super Saiyan form. GT is okay to me. It's got some hit or miss kind of stuff. But I like Super Saiyan 4 Goku too. Absolutely. I kind of like how they gave him sort of the old school kind of grade 8 kind of look to him too. Sorry guys, my chair is falling down a little bit. Stonks. Yep. Kit Kat, be right back. I'm going to be listening, just not commenting. No problem. If you're planning to watch it, you can at least make a reaction video about it? I'm not opposed to that. Yeah, I'll check it out. And maybe do a reaction to it. What is how to procrastinating and get away with it about, and your memories of making it? Oh my gosh, what is that? The first video on my channel? That video was a lot of me just practicing how to talk in front of a camera with nobody actually being there. Because whenever you're making a video like I do, that's outside of maybe like the live chat, it's this really weird headspace you kind of have to get in to be in a quiet room and then talking to nothing, you know. So that's crazy. What is it about? I think it was just about me talking about how to procrastinate. I don't really remember. More flamethrowers. Peanut butter or chocolate? Chocolate. Fuse Toxic. Again, thank you so much, man. What's your favorite saga from Z or Super? Probably it would be either two. It would be I'll give you my Z and my Super. In Z, it would be either when Goku fought Frieza as a Super Saiyan for the first time. By the way, the longest fight in anime history, by the way. And the only other one would have been Gohan versus Cell, Super Saiyan 2. I loved them. Oh my gosh, it's like Dragon Ball Z at its peak. It's just the absolute best. From Super, I really liked the Goku Black arc, man. It was refreshing to finally get some like original storyline outside of just like tournaments and stuff. So even though I love the Tournament of Power, it was nice to see them kind of be creative with the story a little bit. So that would be my answer. Thank you again so much for the £2, man. I really appreciate that. I'd say the issue with such powers is that while they would win, it's a question of speed. Remember, we're actually talking about characters that are moving faster than light. That's a good point. Yeah, love you, man. Thank you, Fuse Toxic, dude. I really appreciate it. DBZ Super's anime made the scaling way overpowered because of Super Saiyan God turning into base. Yes, Saiyan Beyond God, I think is what they called that originally. The manga is less OP, but it also has Chad Gohan versus Kefla. Yeah, dude. Super really screwed power scaling, and it shows. What if they put Oob in Dragon Ball Super? I mentioned earlier that they've referenced Oob already in Super, but he's only like 1 year old. He was like just born in his little village or whatever. Manhattan I see winning because he's near literally a god. Yeah, he like can create life. He can do pretty much anything. Thanos I don't see being fast enough. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, Goku would beat Thanos. I'm without the Infinity Stones, Goku would destroy Thanos. Do you have an Instagram or a Twitter that I can follow? I do have an Instagram. I update it periodically. If you go to my YouTube channel, I have a little link like up at the top. Where is it to you? Top. It would be top right for you. My right. This is your right. It'd be top right. There's like a little link you can click. It'll bring you right to my Instagram. So you can direct message me and we can talk about whatever when I have the time to. So I have a lot of people that message me now. So I try and sift through what I can or can't, who I can or can't talk to. I'm back. Have you thought about collaborating with other YouTubers? Yes, I have collaborated with some before. My buddy Matt, I don't know if he's still on the chat, but I collaborate with him all the time. My buddy Jeremy Branch, he does a lot of movie stuff. If you go to either of their channels, there are a couple of videos of theirs that I'm in those. But yeah, I would love to collaborate with other YouTubers. 20 episodes. 20 episodes. How often do you do live streams? The only time I've done live streams is whenever I have reached a new threshold on YouTube. So like when I hit 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, and now 9,000 subscribers, those are the only times I've ever done live streams where I'm just like talking to the camera. I've done a couple live streams in the past playing video games, but I don't do them a whole lot. Maybe I'll do them more often if you guys really enjoy them. I'm weary about my channel just becoming like a live stream channel. So I'm trying to do like a live stream, here or there between the actual videos I have to actually put work into for. So, I don't know. Maybe live streaming is the way to go. My buddy Matt insists that it is. I need to do it more often. So maybe I'll take his advice. In my nightmares, I'm still on Namek. Would you consider doing any future videos on PCC? Depends on that. I did one PCC video, and that was really just me poking fun at them. I know they may not see it this way, but it really wasn't good fun. I was just I was poking fun at their rules and some of the things that they do, but I wasn't trying to like smear their reputation or anything. I know that they think that I am or was, but it really was just in good fun. So I probably, just for humor of it, I probably would just stick to that, just sort of poking fun at them at a surface level. I probably wouldn't do any real expose video on them. Even if they have strict rules that I disagree with, and I do, and disagree with some philosophy and theology, which I do, I don't think it warrants me trying to like actually prevent people from going there. How does someone use and access super chat? I'm not sure what you mean. So where you're commenting now, John, is the super chat. There's like little icons at the bottom. There's like a little money icon if you want to show support. And there's like a little emoji icon if you want to do like little faces and stuff. So I don't know if you're on a computer watching me or like on your phone or what, but there should be some icons down at the bottom, like where you hit send. That's how you can kind of interact with stuff. It's a fan server. Yeah, I'm familiar with Discord. I don't use it a lot. I've done it a couple times when I've been a guest on podcasts, because you know me, I'm so popular, I get to be on podcast. But the only time I've ever used it is because they used Discord for their podcast. You have to be at 1,000 subs to have super chat. Okay, so 1,000 subs is the threshold. I'm addicted to Dragon Ball, dude. Me too. I love Dragon Ball. Rank the 5 guys from Frieza's Special Forces. Jeez, I talking about Ginyu Force or like his new little fake Ginyu Force? Are you talking about Ginyu Force? Imagine a Thanos and Dodoria fusion. Oh my gosh, it would be like huge. I would convert Dodoria's stomach into muscle and make him similar to Broly, but smaller. Yeah. Have you thought of playing Dragon Ball Fighters? Here's what I need to do, guys, because I get a lot of questions about Xenoverse and Fighters. I just need to give you guys my PlayStation, my PlayStation tag, and you can, whenever you see me on there, I watch a lot of TV, like I watch a lot of Netflix and Hulu and stuff. Feel free to send me an invite, and if you spam me enough, it might inspire me to hop on there. My Xenoverse characters are a lot stronger than my Fighters characters. I don't think I've beaten the story mode in Fighters yet. So yeah, my username it's Kylael. I'll type it for you. It's CYLAEL. Yeah, so you can see that there for spelling purposes. So if you want to add me on PlayStation 4, PS4, it's Kylael. I watch a lot of Netflix shows and series with my girlfriend. So if I'm on there and I don't respond to any inquiries, I apologize. It's nothing personal. It's usually because we'll wind down the day together watching something. I'm trying to get back where I am. I really enjoyed your Chris Sabat video. Thank you, Fuse Toxic. I really appreciate that. Who's your favorite YouTuber? I don't know if I have a favorite YouTuber, but there's a couple that I bounce back and forth on. I've been enjoying Corridor Crew as a filmmaker. I really enjoy their special effects type of stuff. I watch a guy named Curtis Connor. I watch a guy named Drew Gooden. Danny Gonzalez a little bit. I do watch PewDiePie. I haven't watched a whole lot of his stuff since he started doing Minecraft, but I watch a lot of him. what's this channel? With this channel, what do you want your legacy to be? Oh, geez, man, I don't know. That's the thing. Like once you start getting into like these higher subscriber counts, here's the truth. Here's the truth of the matter. I just enjoy making videos. I enjoy making videos that I enjoy watching and that I enjoy making. It's just an extra perk to have people like all of you guys that tune in and watch them as well. So my legacy, I guess, with it is just a guy who enjoyed entertaining people and having a good time while doing it. That's all, really. That's why my content varies so much, from like Pensacola stuff to this really nerdy stuff, because it's just stuff that I individually enjoy. So I hope that's a good answer for you. The Ginyu Force. Well, Captain Ginyu is the strongest. It was admitted even in the show. Probably after that would be Raccoon. Birder and Jace are probably tied for third, and then what's his name? Guldo. He's probably the weakest of them all. He had a really crazy power. People forget this. He was able to stop time. Remember, by holding his breath, the longer he held his breath, time would stay still. That was a crazy power. I just follow you on Instagram. Thank you so much. Love the flamethrower vid. Hey, Caleb. So glad your channel has been growing so fast. Me too, man. It's been crazy. It's been a wild ride. I made a concept of a video game called Disney's Ultimate Atlas. It's where all of Disney's properties are fighting. Mickey Mouse, Marvel, Star Wars. If you ever get any type of Steam with it, I would love to play it, man. I've promoted other fan-made games on my channel before. Anime Boy 3000. What's up? Notice me, senpai. How's it going, man? I notice you. I see you. 4,000 subs a month ago. Incredible. Dude, it's been crazy growth. I feel like I'm one bad video away from losing all my subscribers. And I don't want that to happen. So I'm just going to keep churning it out, and hopefully you guys will keep watching it. I was just watching How You Met Goku. Yeah, how's it going, Wesley Stevens? I'm glad you watched that video. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and glad you decided to come by for my live stream. Your thoughts on Minecraft beating Fortnite? Maybe I'm an old fuddy-duddy, but I prefer Minecraft over Fortnite. But then again, I haven't really played any Fortnite. I played a little of Fortnite, and it's just not the game for me. I don't know what to say. Minecraft I really love, though. Are Christians supposed to be in love with the world or in love with God? Oh, geez, here we go. In love with God. How's that? Have you seen the dramatic finish of Nappa in the crater instead of Yamcha? No, I have. Oh, like in a video game? I have seen it in video games. In Fighter Z. No, I haven't. I have not. It's never 3 a.m. It's near 3 a.m. here, so I think I'll wave goodbye. I'll see myself off. By the time you read this, I will have Thanos off to bed. Well, hey, I really appreciate you stopping by, man. Thank you from America to the UK, man. Thank you for sticking with me. Do reviews on games or whatever you want. I have done a couple. I've done a couple reviews on games. Again, the only reason I even stopped was because nobody really watched them. So that's why I stopped. I meant how to use the 8 symbol. It's like it's like PayPal. I'm not sure how it works, John. It's either through Google Wallet or PayPal or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. My mom gets mad when I watch Dragon Ball because she says it's a little kids show. That's okay. I did a video on adults in fandom. I give my thoughts on that. First thing, if your mom doesn't want you to watch it, you should probably respect that. But I don't know the best way to go about this, because like, no, I want you to listen to your mom, but as long as she's okay with you watching it, even if she doesn't necessarily want you to watch it, I guess that's fine. Gildo freezes time and stabs Jiren to death. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing: even if Gildo was able to freeze time, I don't think that he would be able to stab Jiren. I think that Jiren is too thick for Jiren, because Gildo is so weak compared to him. I remember even Hit can do that little time skip thing. So, please join the server. Send me. I don't know how to join. I don't know how. I don't really use Discord a whole lot. Pet peeve of mine is that Gogeta used to have orange on his vest. Now that Super Broly made it yellow. The fusion clothes are inconsistent. I'm colorblind. I didn't even know that till I just read you, Zurch. Yeah, but I can see how that could get annoying. No comment. I can't read that. It's not in English. Do you know much about God and the Bible as you do about cartoons? I know just as much about the Bible as I do about Dragon Ball Z. I probably know more, as a matter of fact, about the Bible than I do about Dragon Ball Z. This is just a Dragon Ball Z themed stream. I'm sorry if that offends you. Did you actually meet Eric Given? Eric Hovind. Yes. I didn't meet him in that video, but I have met him in person before. When I was going to Aletheia, both he and Kent Hovind actually came and taught us creation and stuff. And Eric Hovind and I, we live in the same city. We have we have mutual friends, as a matter of fact. So yeah, I have met Eric Hovind. He hasn't said anything since I did my video on him. So I don't know if he even saw it or what he thinks about it. Dude, I love your shirt. Thank you. Super Saiyan Blue Goku versus Superman. Is the fan server? You have to type that into Google. Anonymous 1234. Because of you, I'll look into doing a Discord server. I'll try to make like an official one, and we can chat on there and get other people to chat on there, and that would be great. I just read Jenna's comment here. Okay. I just found your channel today. I think it's one of my new favorites. Thank you so much, man. I'm glad you're sticking around with my live stream. I have a lot of really random stuff on my channel, so hopefully you find something you like. Do you know much about God as you do about Pensacola? Jenna, now you're starting to troll that dude. I know more about God than I do about Pensacola. Well, I know more about the Bible than I do about Pensacola. Yeah. You're the best. Broly, full power. Yes. Awesome, man. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it. Or girl, I don't know. It's anonymous online. Geez, an hour and a half, guys. We've been going at this for such a long time. The thing is that if I had a more comfy chair, because this is destroying my back, I could talk even longer. Why do you think the Bible says not to love the world and things of this world? Does it concern you that they are so worldly and the Bible condemns worldliness? Here's the thing, Rick. Fiction, fantasy, and stories are not a sin, nor is enjoying them. We can define what we consider worldliness as whatever you want, but me enjoying fiction and understanding that it's fiction there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. And I'm sorry that bothers you. I think it comes from a place of not understanding what the stuff is. And when you don't understand something, you fear it, and then you hate it, and then you justify not wanting to be a part of it. So I'm not telling you to get into any of this stuff. If any of this stuff affects your relationship with God, don't do it. I talk to Jesus every day. No problem with it. Gotta go. Okay. I'll see you later, Anonymous. I know you probably have school, I think, tomorrow. So I appreciate it. I'll let you know about a Discord server though. I'm going to release the game in 2020 once I get a good PC. Awesome, dude. I'd love to play it. I'm a boy. You're welcome. I love your video when you met Goku. Yeah, thank you so much, man. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It wasn't that great of an experience for me, unfortunately. Hopefully, Sean Schemmel was just having a bad day, but we'll see. In Dragon Ball, while training before fighting, Goku fights a random demon, and he still can't beat him. That's not going to help with that other dude right there. He just escapes. That demon has 100,000 win rate over Goku. I guess that's technically true. Burst through wall. And I am back. How's it going, Kit Kat? Idolatry is a sin. You clearly idolize things of this world. Don't idolize things of this world. If any of this stuff got in the way of my relationship with Bree, my job, my relationship with my friends, God, work, whatever, I would get rid of it. This is stuff that I just enjoy. It's okay. I'm just a fan of this stuff. Do you watch Tokyo Ghoul? No, I don't, unfortunately. Fuse Toxic, man, thank you so much. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Love you. I love you too, Fuse Toxic. I don't know what time it is out there in the UK. Did you say it was like 3 a.m. your time, dude? Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. I might try to start doing more of these live streams because I know I have a lot of people that enjoy them. But thank you so much, man. You've really contributed to my channel. Like I said before, any income I get from my YouTube channel, Super Chat, ad revenue, I try to pump back right back into making stuff. I'm really wanting to do like more short film-ish type things. And part of that is I want to do another Star Wars short film. I did one back in February. If you go back on my channel back into February, you'll see it. Yeah, thank you, man. I really appreciate that. I'm not really good about just like accepting or taking things for nothing. So I really hope that my content is enjoyable for you, and I hope that you like it. And I really appreciate it. Fuse. The Bible says that that because God doesn't want you to get too attached to the world or the actual sin, it's not a sin to enjoy things in moderation. Yeah, thank you. I don't want my chat to just become a huge theological thing. I really want to keep it lighthearted. So I'm going to try to do that. Holden, it's obvious that you love the things of this world. Looking at your channel, there's no evidence that you love God or even care about sharing him with others. Here's the thing, Rick. My relationship with God is personal between me and God. I don't have to prove it to you. God, see, now you're getting me heated. You're getting me angry on my own live chat. Okay? I'm not held accountable to you, Rick. I don't know what to tell you, buddy. Do a Vegeta impression. Jeez. It's over 9,000. I got to keep it down. I'm in an apartment building. So there you go. 3 a.m. Fuse Toxic, man. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. I once went to Kent Hovind seminar so long. I actually had a whole Kent Hovind like 9-part series that I watched, man. I watched this, believed it too, and everything. So yeah, I've done my fair share of Kent Hovind studying. You can't serve two masters. You're clearly serving your own desires. Jesus said he must be born again to enter the kingdom. Thank you, John, for that. Have you gone Super Saiyan? I've tried. We've all tried. Would you rather have sex with Goku or Vegeta? Oh my gosh. What are we talking about? Now Rick's never going to listen to me. If I either, okay. Is that how that works? What is happening to my chat right now? Oh my gosh. I'm Muslim and watch all this stuff. I'm 100% educated in both my religion and anime comics. Also, my birthday is October 21st, so I'm nearly 14. Gonna wait for the doc. Gonna wait for the doc. Who gets that reference? Back to the Future? Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being here, man. Much to the chagrin of Rick, Muslims are very much welcome on my channel. I'm very open about my Christianity as long as it doesn't bother you. It doesn't bother me that you're a Muslim. I hope that's cool. Wait, join the server and I'll make you owner, Holden. I'll have to do it a little bit later, Anonymous. Yeah, don't let the chat become about God. We wouldn't want that to interrupt things. Rick, you're killing me. What was the first anime that you knew was anime? Probably Dragon Ball Z, to be honest. Stop trolling Holden. Thank you, John. What happened with Vic Mignogna? Oh yeah, so there's a lot of there's so many YouTube videos about it. There's that I've tried to steer clear of, but there's basically a bunch of like sexual allegations made against Vic from other voice actors in the show, and it's turned into this whole like heap of it's pretty much split the Dragon Ball fan base in half, and it's terrible. So I try to steer clear of that and just talk about the show, which I love. Who's your favorite Dragon Ball Z character? I get asked this one a lot. Probably Gohan, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan or Ultimate Gohan, I would say. You're lagging. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Maybe I should try to get just a direct Ethernet cable. Someone's clearly in the wrong chat. Yeah. Rick, I love God, but this is not a religious channel. It's just a hangout. Yeah, I do Christian videos from time to time. I don't know how many of my viewers are Christian, so the only time they hear any form of proselytizing from me is from those videos. But yeah, of course you don't care if he's Muslim. He will die and go to hell. But hey, don't let that stop you from interrupting your fun. Here's the thing, Rick. Yeah, kick the Christians out of the channel. Here's the thing, Rick. You underestimate the power of a powerful testimony of simply not being an asshole to other people. Okay. Me telling other people, atheists, Muslims, or whatever, that they're going to burn in hell because they don't believe the way I do, is not going to win them to my side. Okay. My job is to love people, love God. And that's what I do. Okay. I'm sorry you don't like that. And this is another thing. This is another thing that really annoys me that Christians like Rick do. It's whenever they harass and try and hurt people, they say, when people are like, okay, that's enough, we're done with that, and they don't stop, and then we say, okay, we're done with you now, you need to get out. They take it as like this sense of persecution, like I'm somehow persecuting Rick. I'm just like, Rick, Stop. You need to knock it off. You're not helping anyone. You're the reason that Christians are not respected and look like morons, because you have no sense of moderation in what you talk about. So yeah. So I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and yeah, we'll go ahead and turn him off for a little bit. Okay. And I know that he's going to cry persecution, because that's what weak people do. They can't take criticism, and they want I'm right, you're wrong to everybody. So I'm sorry about Rick, everyone. He shouldn't be able to interact now. Wow, what a dick. See, now you have me saying bad things. Okay. Yeah. On my chat, on my channel, any faith, any religion is welcome here. I'm very openly a Christian. I have a side. That's where I am. So I don't hide that, that's, you can either accept that or not. I'm not going to say that because I'm a Christian, Muslims aren't allowed here. That is absolutely absurd. So that's not how I feel. That's not how I feel God has instructed me to live my life. And now we're talking about something outside of Dragon Ball Z. So I'm sorry about that, guy. Wow. You're getting big on YouTube when you have to actually silence commenters. Wow. Just did a Goku moment on Rick. I hate being this way, guys. It's absolutely not. I try to be you guys know me, I try to be accepting and let everyone get their 2 cents in and everything. But what am I supposed to do? It was just changing the whole chat, and tonality was shifting because of that. So sorry, I had to take over. I had to do what we call a pro gamer move. I'm in the chat. God is looking over everyone. He will take care and love you forever. Yeah. Stop harassing Holden. It's okay, guys. I appreciate it. I worked at a psychiatric facility for like 4.5 years, guys. I've been called everything in the book. I just don't like how it was just shifting the chat. So I'm sure he'll comment on every single one of my videos after this about how I'm a piece of crap. I'm going to burn in hell, how you're all going to burn in hell, especially my Muslim followers, So, yeah, rip Rick. Holden, you just did a Goku moment. Do I play Dragon Ball Legends? Yeah, I have. I don't play it actively anymore, but I have played it before. Yes. Rick is a virgin. Okay, we're not gonna make fun of anyone. Okay, let's move on. Yeah, as I said. Okay. Broly, full power. Can I please get a shout out? Absolutely, Broly, full power. Dragon Ball Z fan forever. Absolutely, man. Favorite villain in Dragon Ball Z. Frieza or Cell, I would say. Frieza has the most longevity of all the villains for sure. He's the most closely tied in with the beginning, because his history is rooted into the history of the Saiyans pretty much. So he's great. Modern problems require modern solutions. Yeah, that's true. Are you excited about Dragon Ball Z Kakarot? Yeah, I just pre-ordered it the other day, man. I'm planning on live streaming it on here on my PlayStation anyway. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Spent so much time on Dragon Ball Legends. So did I, dude. I spent a lot of time on Dokkan Battle, probably even more than that, to be honest with you. Your best mine is Vegeta Super Saiyan armor. Your best mine? What DBZ YouTubers do you watch? I watched a little bit of SSJ Goshin 4. I met her at Kamehacon, as a matter of fact. The problem is that a lot of the Dragon Ball Z... Oh, Totally Not Mark. I watched Totally Not Mark. He's a great one. A lot of the bigger Dragon Ball Z YouTubers now are just sort of getting on the Vic Mignogna bandwagon. Every video they have is about that case, and I'm just not invested. I'm not involved in that. I want to hear Dragon Ball Z stuff, not legal cases and stuff of where we have very little information as the public anyway. And it ends up just sort of being biased speculation and blowing things out of proportion anyway. And so Totally Not Mark still keeps it about Dragon Ball Z. Goshin does a lot of trying to sell stuff. I'm not really crazy about that, but she's okay too. A serious question. Why is it that DBZ characters can literally fly? What trait about them gives them that power? Can they all fly? It's all about their ki, their energy. So they're able to use their ki to fly. It's the same way that they're able to use Kamehameha or whatever. Flying just uses a very small amount of ki. So yeah, technically any living thing could fly if they knew how to harness their ki correctly. Gohan, even in the end of near the end of Dragon Ball Z in the Buu saga, he actually teaches someone else how to fly, how to use their ki to be able to fly. You played Xenoverse, correct? Yeah, I played Xenoverse 2. I have not played it in a minute, but I have it on my PlayStation 4 still. I might pick it back up. Favorite transformation in Dragon Ball? Super Saiyan 2. Absolutely. Yeah. See, there's a couple of them. Broly Full Power mentioned. Got Xenoverse a couple days ago. First Xenoverse or Xenoverse 2? Would you ever do a non-live video directly about your genuine faith to clear it up clear it up once and for all? Here's the thing, John. I don't think it would do any good. Even in my church expose video, even in my Kent Hovind videos, I try to make it very clear that where I stand on particular issues and why I stand on those particular issues. And it seems that no matter what I say or what I do, it either gets ignored or it gets kind of straw manned into something else. And so I don't think it would do any good, to be perfectly honest with you. I think that people go in with a bias and they go into a video believing what they believe, and there's nothing that I can say that's going to change their mind depending on how firmly they hold that belief. I try to be open-minded I try to be as open-minded as I can be. I'm willing to converse and have a conversation about stuff. People like Rick are not. It's very much, I am right. What I am saying is truth. My interpretation is correct. If you disagree, you're going to burn in hell. And that is not my stance. That's not the way I view it. I don't think it would help. Whenever I do any type of religious themed video, I try to make it very clear where I'm coming from in that. And in my experience, it gets ignored. So, what's your favorite what's your favorite and least favorite arc in all of Dragon Ball series? Probably my favorite would either be the end of Frieza, Goku versus Frieza, or Goku versus Cell. My least favorite would probably be the Garlic Jr. saga. I respect you for veering from the Vic situation and avoiding furthering Rift. Yeah, and it's not like there's unbiased stuff there too. I mean, I've seen a lot of like hatred coming out of like the pro Vic group, towards just like absolutely just, if you even think about supporting the other side, you're nuts. And then I see the same thing coming from the Kick Vic people. It's all a mess. They've politicized my favorite anime, and I hate it. Also, the techniques is from the Crane school. Yeah, Kamehameha is literally like the turtle destruction wave is what it's called. Videl, wasn't it? Yeah, Gohan teaches Videl how to fly. Trash. Trash online though. Oh, Xenoverse 2. Yeah, Xenoverse 2 is what I have. I'm going to put my PS4 chat, my PS4 gamer tag. You can add me on there. Send me an invite. Maybe we can play. Love your background. Do the Kamehameha. Is this what we're doing now? Is it? All right, I'll do a Kamehameha. Kamehameha. I can't get too loud because I have neighbors. Ha! Okay, that's as loud as we get. It's like 9 o'clock. I'm going to piss off my neighbors, guys. I have to leave, y'all. Bye. Love this guy's channel. Thank you so much, Broly Full Power. Are you a sub or dub man? We talked about this earlier, my dude. Basically, it comes down to preference. I prefer to watch in dub if the quality is good. I have no problem watching subbed. I watch all of Dragon Ball Super subbed. So it just comes down to preference. I made a Goku Super Saiyan 3 Scream song. That's awesome, dude. Do you think Goku Max Power could open a jar of pickles? Probably not. It would be close. Do you like He-Man and the Masters of the Universe? Of course I love He-Man. Masters of the Universe. By the power of Grayskull. Don't tell Rick, though. He'll get pissed. What's your favorite mentor? Mine is King Kai. Probably Master Roshi. King Kai was great, too. That's a good... Well, maybe King Kai. Now you got me thinking about King Kai. Yeah, probably him. Goku would press the Xeno button and a jar of pickles would be gone. Yeah, that's a good point. Do you have a group of like friends that you talked about Dragon Ball Z about? Not really. I used to have friends that knew a lot about Dragon Ball Z and talk about it a lot, but a lot of my friends don't anymore. So that's why I have to reach out to you, to my audience now, so I can talk about Dragon Ball Z with. I'm trying to get Matt into it. He's been dragging his feet. I have the whole series, letting him borrow it on DVD. Come on, Matt. Yo, boy, I have to go to sleep. Have a good stream. Hey, appreciate it, man. What if the Avengers theme was used in the battle between Goku and Jiren and Goku and Frieza versus Jiren? That'd be awesome. I've seen somebody use Hans Zimmer music First time Goku becomes a Super Saiyan is pretty fun. It was actually pretty good. Kamehameha, keep doing live streams while I'm at work. Good. I'm glad you enjoyed my Kamehameha. Congratulations on 9,000 subs. Broly, full power. I just did a Kamehameha. Broly, I just did a Kamehameha. You missed it, Broly. Yeah, I'll do it again for you. I have neighbors, so I can't be too loud about it. Thinking about Kamehameha, have you ever considered voice acting in a DBZ episode or otherwise? I actually did a fan dub episode of Dragon Ball Z. I think it's still on my channel. It's like 10 minutes when Goku fought Beerus. I did Goku and Beerus, and I did Gregory. So I did those voices. So if you go deep enough into my channel, you can find me doing some voiceover. It's absurd. It's ridiculous. So don't get your hopes up. Okay, here's a Kamehameha for Broly because he missed it. I have to be kind of quiet though, okay? Kamehameha. There you go. How's that? A little silly. I feel silly doing that in here. What am I doing? Here, yeah. When Goku said he felt like a grandpa in Super, I felt so old. Man, he is old, dude. Goku's getting older. Is it Ziokaze? Hello. To Goku, SS33 will wake them up. No, I can't do that, Fuse Toxic. I can't wake him up. Kamehameha. That was epic. I'm embarrassed, guys. Don't look at me. I'm glad my exposure is really bright. Otherwise, I'd be red. Gotta go. Congrats on 10K. Not there yet. 9K. Didn't take that long from 5K. And yeah, no, it's been a crazy growth. Hey, is it Ziokaze? Did I say it right? Ziokaze. I don't know if that's right or not. Jakees. I'm not sure how to say it. I'm sorry. I'm glad you guys are tuning in. Guys, I've been on this chat for an hour and 50 minutes. I'm going to have to get going here soon. I'm planning on being up early, so I'm going to have to head out. I just want to say, Fuse Toxic, thank you again so much for supporting my channel with the super chats. I really appreciate it. Any questions that I'm missing now due to the lag or whatever, leave as just a general comment once the video. I think the video is going to take some time to actually render and post to my channel. Come back and post it there, and I'll try and just answer it in a comment. Ziokaze, thank you so much for just subscribing. I hate that you missed my whole live stream, man. I appreciate it, though. I love you too, Fuse Toxic. I'm giving Star Wars a true chance first. Yeah, Matt's working on it. All right, everybody, that's it. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm getting pretty tired. I've been talking for too long, longer than I should. Hope I can be at your next live stream. Yeah, I hope so too. I'll try to start interacting more on my community tab on my channel. So I'll be posting stuff on there. And because I tried to give a heads up I was going to be doing this. Good night, everybody. I appreciate it. It's crazy seeing everybody saying goodbye and talk to you later. Yeah, Ziokaze, come to the next live stream, dude. I really appreciate you stopping by even for this one. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. I'll be posting a video, probably not tomorrow, but the day after that. Hopefully you'll enjoy. Everyone, peace out. God bless. Thank you so much. Everyone take care.